Sound, a group of vibrant. From the beginner to the professional, from the novice to the master, from playing, experimenting with things to create a masterpiece. These are all the elements of art, and art in this show is sound. Hi, folks, I'm LV Smith, host of the show Sounds Within. You know, November is my favorite month. It seems that all the best come out during November. I mean, the rest, they have their people and they have great stuff. But me, I seem to get the best during November. So good that this guest of mine is cracking up, and that means this is going to be a great show. And I can't think of somebody who's just doesn't get enough exposure, but he's everywhere, be it in music, be it in commercials, be it in movies. This man is everywhere. Now, speaking about Mr. Richard Penn. Say hello to our audience, Richard. Let me know you're there.
How you doing? Thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, because like you're sort of like a plethora of treasures, but nobody can find a map to find you. So we got to dig deep to find out who this Richard Penn is.
Okay. Good. Well, it's a journey, so we'll see if we can do it together.
You're on. Okay, but it's going to be mainly you. Okay, Richard, what makes Richard Penn Richard Penn?
I thought about this. Growing up, I grew up in South Philadelphia. I grew up on Penn Street. Music was first. Music was always first. And music was everywhere. I mean, this was like, South Philly was doo-wop, all that kind of stuff. And the whole Philly sound and the disco thing came out of Philly. I thought that was going to be my life. Acting. I don't know how that really came in. I was kind of doing both. I was studying bands, but I did something in church once when I was Catholic, when they turned the altar around and they got up to come up, and I think they let epistle that you couldn't read the gospel. They let you read the epistle. I was one of the people they chose to read the epistle. I heard my own voice in church. Now, my grandfather was a preacher. I didn't want to go that direction because one of the things on Sunday that everybody kept out. But I started taking over. Then someone in school had me a poem, interpret something, and I was in 8th grade. Then I got in high school and had theater and had music, but I didn't choose any music. I had already studied drums. I had already learned. I'd been in bands. I'd made money since I was like 14 playing drums. Even got a chance to audition. I didn't let me audition for Joe Frazier's band in the Knockouts.
I remember the Knockouts.
That said, you remember the Knockouts?
Yes, I do.
Being a boxing fan, he said, "Oh, this is great." He said, "This is great." And then he said, So I got to high school and I got in a play by Brady. I didn't have any really line, and something just grabbed me. I can't really tell you, but it wasn't like music. I wasn't in a band. This was me. I found my voice. That's what I wanted to say. I found my voice. My mom fought me at first because you can't make a living at that. My dad did too. He gave up quick. But my mom actually gave in. I found a school in South Philadelphia, in downtown Philadelphia, 18th and Chestnut, Philadelphia Drama Workshop. She went down. She paid for it. That's what knocked me out. She paid for it. And I started it between my freshman and sophomore year in the summertime, studying acting. Instead of going out and playing with the kids, I was in school again, but this time I was on stage. And it just started happening because television was really, even more than music, I was a television baby. I was born in 1953. Birthday is on Friday, as a matter of fact. Be 68. I don't know, it's like acting was me.
Wow.
I mean, who's thinking at 15 and 16, but I was, you know, and people, I remember my first laugh. I broke character because I, I looked around. Director went nuts. What the hell? I said, they laughed. It's a comedy. You made them laugh. I did that.
So what you're saying,
that was it.
You're covering a lot of things where the questions I was going to ask you with just one answer. So what was the very first sound that you finally recognized says, wow, this is what it's all about? So are you saying
that laughter? And I can tell you, it was a Neil Simon scene. It was "Come Blow Your Horn." I know I can tell you because it was real. I mean, I broke character. I didn't still study, but that laughter, I made people laugh. I never made nobody. I wasn't the jokester. I wasn't the Richard Pryor on the block. You know what I mean? I could do that.
So you heard sound all this time, but the first sound in later life, you said, that's it.
The laughter.
The laughter. Now, what was the very first sound you ever remember?
I got that one.
Okay.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry. How did you? Yeah. Okay.
Born in 53, you know. 53, the radio. Television, radio. I mean, radio was always around. Television was visual. I mean, that got Three Stooges and all the, stuff in the afternoon. I was watching Popeye Theater. But that kind of got me, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So that was well, also, going back to music, back and forth, I know, but the music was everywhere in South Philly. So that's why I was thinking that was it. But once I went downtown and started, the first thing they did was put me in a play competition. So transitioning from the music audience to a theater audience. Still an audience. Still an audience. See, it was all the same.
Yes.
But different disciplines. And I had to learn that discipline. One thing was not the other. Because I could speak didn't mean that you can sing. Because you can sing don't mean you can talk on camera.
There is a difference. Since you brought up music, I understand that's how I discovered you as a musician. I understand you want to share a song with us.
You said that, I said that one song to you about Daddy, Mama, Black Eye for Christmas. and this time I'm actually going to play that on December. It's a light one. It's not like you're, it's not some heavy tune, but I'll play that one for you if you want.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Do that if you want to hear a kind of a. Dear Santa, please take me on your sleigh. No one here loves me anyway. Daddy gave Mama a black eye for Christmas, just like he gives her every year. Daddy told Mama there's no Christ in Christmas, no Christ in Christmas anymore. Some daddies trim the tree for Christmas, string lights around for all to see. My daddy cries 'cause there hangs Jesus. He says it's all because of me. I'd like to have a home like Johnny. He goes to church for what that's worth. I don't believe that there's a hell, 'cause hell is living here on earth. Daddy gave Mama a black eye for Christmas, just like he gives her every year. Daddy told Mama there's no Christ in Christmas, no Christ in Christmas anymore. My daddy reads me from the Bible. That is when he's not feeling poor. And when that preacher comes a-calling, my daddy's shotgun's at the door. If I can't have a home like Johnny, at least make daddy disappear. Picked out a nice spot in the garden. They won't find him till next year. Daddy gave Mama a black eye for Christmas, just like he gives her every year. Daddy told Mama there's no Christ in Christmas, no Christ in Christmas anymore.
Hart, what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Why? What did I do?
Not enough. The pressure's too much. I quit.
I get it. I can do better. Just please don't leave.
Don't let your heart quit on you. Get your uncontrolled high blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.
We're the Reactions, and you're watching the Arroyo channel.
Well, man, you're going to have to explain to me, Richard, what is this phenomenon with us, with the culture issues, finding our calling in Nashville?
Well, again, there's a couple points. We've always been there.
Right.
You mentioned Ray Charles, Mountain
Yes.
the Size of Country Music.
Yes.
We did background a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of background. Not in the front.
A lot of it's our
been there.
music. Yeah.
It's because it's musicians. It's a musician's town.
Right.
But
right.
we're always there. We're
Yes.
always there anyway.
It's our music to begin
It's
with.
our music. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
I feel everything is get that, but it's American music. So I could use anything American because I'm American. And
Absolutely.
rock and roll would it B.B. King? Well, it was not B.B. King, but Muddy Waters.
Thank you.
The Blues had a baby and they named it rock and roll.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Remember
how
that?
about,
Yeah.
well, here's the one that really set it off.
Uh-huh.
Remember that song, 60 Minute Man?
Oh God, yeah. Was it Dominoes?
I think it was.
I think it was the Dominoes.
Yes. And the thing was, it's a kind of explicit song, but without
Very
bad words.
explicit
But
song,
the term rock and roll meant an
Yeah.
intimate relationship
Relationship,
between
exactly.
the sheets. And we just leave it there. And then what did Carl Perkins say when he was asked, I mean, what's your music? And he goes, rock and roll. Yeah, right.
Mhm. No, it's good.
We know. Yeah.
Yes, twang.
So yeah, it's like the
yeah.
music apartheid just took over and moved everything out like it did with jazz and whatever.
And about New Orleans, jazz was born in New Orleans. New Orleans is gumbo. You know, New Orleans is everything, and a lot of music came from New Orleans. And New Orleans is a town. Look at the history of that town. The French were there. The Portuguese were. Everybody was there. The black slaves that were a big part of the slave market there. No, the melting pot is our strength and our weakness because we're the weak part of it. But there's strength in this, or else why the hell does everybody want to come here? You know, I don't know. But anyway, that's me.
Great. So Nashville is you, and thank God you're doing it. And it just makes me want to pursue more of that sound, because I noticed that my guitar playing is starting to reflect more the country feel. Much as I'm driving hard to get in jazz. But every time I always have to do that riff, that pedal steel riff. That's it.
It's soul is soul. I mean, black music is soul. White. They talk about country singers like George Jones, that he had soul. And I love George Jones's music because he sings great.
Yes, he
When
does.
you get past the twang, you get past the weepy guitar and all that.
No, but that's
You
part
like
of it.
that.
I love it.
That's part of it.
That's it.
But it's what my dad said. It's the stories. Forget it's the
Boom.
stories.
Boom.
That's
Stories.
what that town is about. The stories.
Stories.
And I'd like to mention one guy, been in my corner for 15, 16, 17 years. His name is Cowboy Keith. He has his own little record company now and all that. He has been in my corner since the day we met. He's from Jersey, I'm from Philly. We all fought the first day, but then we became fast friends. I mean, I'm going there in a couple of weeks just to be with him, to stay with him. He's opened a piano bar there. He's a mover and a shaker. He's my biggest connection there. And I just want to give him a shout out. Cowboy Keith Thompson.
Cowboy Keith Thompson.
Yeah, Cowboy Keith. And he did live sound for Peter Cetera, the lead singer from Chicago.
Oh, the tenor.
Yeah, no, Cowboy is he's
no, I'm talking about Pete Cetera. I refer to him as the tenor.
Yeah. Well, Cowboy was his live sound man. And he did live sound for Linda Carter, of all people. But Linda Carter is a great voice. And also, all of her band is Nashville guys and people that work with Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I kind of got in with that. And he put up together some sessions for me and got ace players, triple scale guys for $100. You know what I'm saying? I could never go. They charged me $1,000.
Easy.
But he's a great connection. I like him. He's got a great piano bar there. Sid Loft, I think is it Sid Loft? I'm not sure his name, but Cowboy Keith Thompson is somebody to Google. He works a lot with Charlie McCoy, who's a name you should Google because he's a great player. But just a shout out to him.
Yes, indeed. Let's get into another song then, to keep that vibe going on. What are you going to offer us?
Well, let's see. I'm probably going to think No Piece of Paper.
No Piece of Paper.
Yeah. No Piece of Paper.
All right, you got it. We're going to do No Piece of Paper with our man, Richard Penn. We're going to talk more when you get back.
Okay, thank you.
No Piece of Paper with Richard Penn.
Enjoy.
She called him Maytag. He called her Speed Queen. And they looked dirty, but their hearts were clean. No piece of paper can make them closer. He's close to 30, and she's just 17. Here's a lesson you won't learn in school. Not everybody is somebody's fool. She stashes money for when he's hurting. He takes her worries, forgives the flirting. No piece of paper, no white picket fence. When they see babies, it don't make sense. Here's a lesson you won't learn in school. Not everybody is somebody's fool. Together alone, there's a little light shining, and no city lights blinding. She called him Mister, he called her gone. Sometimes the pressure is just too strong. No piece of paper can keep them warm. No city shelter keeps out the storm. Here's a lesson you won't learn in school. Not everybody is somebody's fool. Not everybody is somebody's fool.
Hey, it's Amin L. And Thursday night is live with Jeff Hodge. Come on down and check him out.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Ready or not, here I come.
Take time to be a dad today.
Daddy, I'm gonna find you.
Wow. Those are not normal lyrics there, Richard.
Mhm.
Our guest today is Richard Penn, and he's a multifaceted artist, entertainer, producer. I mean, this man is like Renaissance man. And if anybody's a Renaissance man, Richard Penn is. You got to explain to us about this title, No Piece of Paper.
Well, in the lyric, it says something about no piece of paper can keep you from the storm. No piece of paper, no government piece of paper can do anything. You're still on the street. You still need to eat. No piece of paper is going to rescue you. No government form. And that's what it's about.
Word. That is reality, because you can be at the top of the heap. Next thing you know, you're, like you said, you're out in the streets.
Out in the street. It can happen.
It can happen. You may be secured for so long, then after that, boom, it's over. The dream is over. Wow. Well, you know, we're in that segment where we need to know, what are your future plans? And what are you doing in the near future?
Well, I'm gonna on December 4th, and I've got a little so it's at a church. It's in La Crescenta here, and I'm gonna get like 2 or 3 songs, and I'm kind of getting back into, because I'm not really but I need to get it out there. People can see my stuff, so I'm the only one who can do it. That's
Yes,
on
sir.
December 4th. Then I go to Nashville for 10 days. I'll be doing recording and working there. Then I come back, and I'm gonna at the War Room, I hope, with you and something, and the record stuff. If I can get you here and play some bass or whatever you want, and if you like my music.
Then you don't ask that, man. I dare. I'm for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all for it. I like flavor.
That's it, and that's really right now. Yeah, that's
Great.
it right now. The acting is back burner for done. Right now, it's music again. That's my
drug of
point.
choice. So yeah, we're gonna get right back. Okay, we have this
Right.
demon called time, which is not very generous. What are your words of wisdom for the future Richard Penns?
Oh yeah, the name thing is weird. My legal name is Richard Pittman. I couldn't use it. It had to be Richard Penn. That's how it happened. It's the thing that I think I started out an artist, whether it's music or but to give expression, to give voice to that little guy that I was in South Philadelphia, whether it's speaking or whether it's writing. And that's where I'm going to be now. I'm just going to be. If they want me to act, don't. I've already done it for 45 years, and it's going to be music.
Yes. So whatever that calling is, jump right at it. Do not shy back. You just go at it, full tilt boogie. I'm starting real late at this, but at least I'm starting, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Okay, how can we get in contact with you, Richard?
Email richard.pitt, P-I-T-T-P-E-N-N, richard.pittpenn @gmail.com. That's the easiest.
Hey, that's easy.
I'm not on Facebook.
Yet.
Well,
there's always time to grow. Reaching higher. That's what we got to do. Well, it's been a pleasure having you, Richard. And yeah, you are going to come back because there's so many things I had to ask you and the audience want to know about you. I mean, hey, wait a minute. You were in a movie, weren't you? No, you were in other movies, man. I'd be like, you were in something called Volcano.
Yeah, that little.
Yeah. And then you were also in Richard Gadget.
Inspector Gadget, yeah.
Inspector Gadget. Now,
yeah.
And then we're going to share this little commercial, which Pasadena Media has no affiliation with, or blah, blah, with the product, wherever it may be. This is just Richard in a commercial with Ozzy Osbourne. We got to share that. Yeah.
Okay.
Black hot half cold coffee, please.
Excuse me?
Can I get black coffee?
Black coffee.
Thank you.
Where to go?
Video next, please.
What?
We got a video next, please.
English. Got it.
How does that make you feel?
What is it, bollocks?
What? That's disturbing, Ozzy.
And now we're back from seeing Ozzy Osbourne and Richard Penn there. What are you going to take us out with?
The thing I think we need to be more every day, a little kinder. We've lost a lot of the gentility in life. It's not electronics. It's none of. It's just we've lost because kind of other anymore, and we have to be kinder. I mean, you really have to try to be kinder, or else this world is doomed.
Amen. Yeah, the alarm clock is set and ain't going to stop when it goes off. Now, I don't like alarm clocks, but that's one we cannot avoid.
Yeah.
Well, you are coming back, and I'm going to hold you to that. So we're looking forward to seeing you somewhere in 2022.
Thank you.
But Richard Penn is coming back, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, what's that song again?
Which one?
Which is our closing song? You going to take us out?
The one will be we said This Is No One.
This Is No One with
this
Richard
is
Penn taking this out.
Good one.
It's a great one. Well, folks, tune back in again, and we'll see you again on Sounds Within in 2022. Peace.
This is no one saying hello, taking your hand, not letting you go. This is no one, what else can I be? You don't see, no one is me. And I can't help but feeling helpless. The world goes on without us. This is no one feeling goodbye, knowing the sins, not letting you fly. This is no one, what else can I be? You don't see, no one is me. And it's not time that makes you timeless. The world goes on regardless. you and me. No one is ever free of what we were before. This is no one making you cry, laughing so hard you want to die. This is no one, what else can I be? You don't see, no one is me. And you don't care what makes you careless. This world is not for fairness. This is no one saying I'm here, making your demons all disappear. This is no one, what else can I be? This no one here is me.
Hi, we're Climax, and you're watching Sounds Within with L.V. Smith.
Hello, we're the group Alice, and you're watching
the Arroyo Channel. Stay tuned.